And drop your prediction for this race in the chat. Who do you think will win as we get ready to grid for heat number 1? Heat number 1 will be Michael Whiting and the rookie Jason Holder. Then Brian Lawson, Kevin Martin, Jonathan Orapollo, and Doug Tyre Norton. Although I'm not seeing Doug Norton out there, so he may not be running. He may have dropped down to the lower class for this one. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of guys really saying they struggle at this track, and some of those that say they struggle are really been pretty dominant here tonight. So we'll see if those guys that say they're struggling can get up front. All right, looks like Jonathan Orapollo gridded, and they are going to start pacing. Does not look like Doug Norton is going to be in this one. He is dropped down to the lower class for tonight. He will be in the Enduro, though, and that is something you are not going to want to miss. Michael Whiting, Jason Holder on the front row for heat number 1. It does look like we'll have about, I think we might end up with just 2 heats, maybe 3. Pace car will drop off this time, and heat number 1 will go underway. 5 cars. Michael Whiting, James Holder, Brian Lawson, Kevin Martin, and Jonathan Orapollo. Michael Whiting had an extremely fast race car in the 305s, had a technical difficulty, had to start on pit road, managed to work his way all the way through the field up to 5th. We'll see if he can get a good jump here and lead from the word go. Green flag is in the air. Here we go for heat number 1. Michael Whiting does get a good jump. He is off the front already. Jason Holder, though, he's got Brian Lawson down to the inside. Lawson gets a good run up off of 2. Holder drifts back to 3rd now, and he comes in the clutches of Jonathan Orapollo. Kevin Martin still lurking back there, though. Kevin's got a run down on the inside. He is coming for 4th. Meanwhile, Brian Lawson is closing right to the back bumper of the 44 Michael Whiting. Michael Whiting always up front in these big blocks and not letting us down tonight, showing us he has got the speed here. Brian Lawson, Jason Holder, 2nd and 3rd. Can't really get any advantage over Whiting, but Kevin Martin has broken away now. He had drifted way back, and he was over 3 seconds back from the leader a few moments ago. He is now starting to work his way forward, but with 2.9 seconds to go, he may not have enough time. Michael Whiting continues to open up his lead. It is now over a second. The battle is going to be right here. Brian Lawson, Jason Holder. They have been nose to tail the entire race, and the 17 is starting to look for a way around Lawson. 17 looks down to the inside. Oh! Brian Lawson gets up in the wall. Caution is out. Brian Lawson pushing extremely hard, coming off 3 and 4, trying to keep the 17 behind him. Kevin Martin manages to avoid it. Lawson does not stick the landing. Lawson had to get a tow to pit road. Michael Whiting continues to lead. He had over a second lead coming to the caution, and now that is all gone. We'll see if, now that Kevin Martin is up there in third, this definitely plays into Kevin Martin's hand. He was extremely fast, had a little bit of a struggle at the start of the race, but managed to make up a lot of ground. We'll see if he can get around the 17 and get to Michael Whiting. Looks like the 17 avoided any damage on that. He was extremely close to it, but managed to get around it clean. No damage to his car. And these big, heavy, big blocks, they take a lot of damage. All right, lights are out on the pace truck. We will get to go green flag racing. Michael Whiting, 3 laps to go. Can he hold off the hard-charging Kevin Martin? Brian Lawson still on pit road after having to be towed. He is out of contention. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Michael Whiting gets a good jump. Looks like Jason Holder did not get a very good start. Kevin Martin already looking to the inside. He slides up the track. It looked like he just got a little bit of a tap there and brings the caution out again. See if we can see who got into the back of Kevin Martin here. Jonathan Orapollo just got into him. Looked like he had a better run off into the turn. Looked like Kevin Martin had to move up the track, struggling with the handling into 1 and 2, and that definitely shakes things up a little bit at the front because Kevin Martin was charging forward. Now he's going to restart back in about 4th. Orapollo starting back in 5th now. That puts Michael Whiting in 1st, Jason Holder in 2nd, Brian Lawson in 3rd. Brian Lawson and Jason Holder been battling this entire race nose to tail. Michael Whiting, looking in his mirror, is absolutely loving that. He is able to open up a bit of a lead with those two back there fighting. Lights will be going out on the pace car this time. Heat number 1, already a couple of cautions. That not a good sign. for the feature. We'll see how heat number 2 plays out, but first Michael Whiting is going to lead him down, try and get this one finished under green here. Single file restart, green flag in the air. Michael Whiting gets away quickly again. Jason Holder does not have a good start. He gets down to the inside. That leaves Brian Lawson room on the high side. Brian can't quite get there yet, but now Jonathan Orapollo and Kevin Martin side by side right behind him. Down through turn 2. Brian Lawson still trying to get around the 17 of Jason Holder. Meanwhile, up front, Michael Whiting is just trying to run away with it. He is coming to the checker flag this time, and it will be Michael Whiting for the win. Jason Holder comes home second, Brian Lawson third, Kevin Martin fourth, and Jonathan Orapollo rounds out the top 5. Heat number 2. Ashley Ellison and Ryan Nesbitt up front, Jim Johnson and Butch Baker in the second row, Andrew Spears and Skylar Massey in the third row. Actually, Skylar will not be in this race. Two pace laps to go, and they will go green flag racing. One more time by Ashley Ellison, Ryan Nesbitt. Ashley was the fastest in practice, but he was the fastest in practice in the 305s and ran into a lot of difficulty. Ashley trying to push the pace truck a little bit faster around the track. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt starting on the outside, always a contender at these dirt tracks. And newcomer Butch Baker extremely fast in the 305 race. And of course, Jim Johnson there on the inside of the second row. He is always headed towards the front in these big blocks. And newcomer Andrew Spears back there in fifth. We'll see what he can do with these guys. Pace truck is on pit road. Jacob cheering on his brother yet again. Green flag in the air. And Ashley Ellison gets a little bit of a jump. I got a nose ahead of Ryan Nesbitt going down into the turn. They're practically leaning on each other on the front straightaway. Butch Baker, the newcomer, the rookie, already up to third, looking to the inside of Nesbitt, though. And they are stacked up, and all three of them go into the wall. Looks like Ashley Ellison did not have had another race, not the best start, as he gets bumped into turn 3. Ryan Nesbitt right there on the back. Oh, it looks like the 97 tapped Nesbitt, and Nesbitt tapped Ellison, and they all went around. That was some extremely close racing. You had to know something was going to happen there with those three guys being nose to tail. Ashley Ellison coming to pit road for a faster pair. Newcomer Andrew Spears now up to second. Ryan Nesbitt in third. Butch Baker in fourth. Skylar Massey currently being scored in sixth. He'll actually... Oh, no, Skylar's not here. So Ashley Ellison will come out in fifth place. And Ashley had so much speed in the practice session, I imagine he's going to be able to get back up there and contend with these guys rather quickly. Meanwhile, Jim Johnson is going to lead him around. He benefited from all that chaos and managed to slip around up to first. He's going to be a tough one to get back around, though. Several drivers new to the league here tonight. Don't forget, next Monday night they will start points racing again. The new season gets started a week from tonight. And Wednesday night we'll have their Xfinity series right here at 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Pro Late Models. Lights are out on the pace truck, and it ducks off onto pit road. Jim Johnson to the inside, Andrew Spears on the outside of the front row. This is going to be one heck of a battle here. Green flag is in the air. They are off. Oh, Andrew gets up into the wall, manages to keep it straight, but that's going to give Ryan Nesbitt second place easily. Nesbitt down on the low side. He has a run coming up off turn 2. There he comes. Ashley Ellison already charging back up into third. Butch Baker now way off the back. And we've got one in the wall. It is Andrew Spears. He keeps it going straight. We stay green. Up front, Jim Johnson still leading, trying to open up a bit of a lead on Ryan Nesbitt. Ashley Ellison right there with him. Looks like Ryan closed a little bit of the gap there. And Ashley Ellison getting a really good run. We saw him do this in the 305s. He gets down on the bottom, seems to get a better run down there than anybody else. As you can see right now, he's looking to the inside of Ryan Nesbitt for second. Can't quite get there yet, but Ryan had better be worried with 4 laps to go. Ashley Ellison has time. Jim Johnson might want to worry as well. Andrew Spears now on pit road. Looks like he had to go in for repairs after his brief wall ride. And Butch Baker is about 3.5 seconds back, pretty much out of contention, as here comes Ashley Ellison to the inside of Ryan Nesbitt. Something you don't see very often, somebody getting the better of Ryan Nesbitt here. But Ashley Ellison has the room. He's going to get clear. He is up to second now. Can he run down Jim Johnson, or will Ryan Nesbitt down to the bottom looking to take second place back? Can't quite get there. That high line. He just doesn't have room to drift up with Ashley Ellison up there and not getting enough grip on the bottom. Ashley Ellison has just made that bottom line work really well. As we enter the final lap, Jim Johnson still up in the lead. Ashley Ellison in second. Looks like he's got second locked up. Can he get to Jim Johnson in 3 and 4 here? Doesn't look like he's going to have enough of a run. It's going to be Jim Johnson at the line. Ashley Ellison comes home second. Ryan Nesbitt is third. Butch Baker is fourth. And Andrew Spears finishes fifth. All right, heat number 3. Michael Christian up front with Stephen Lindeau, then DJ Kenner and Brian Mansfield, Greg Izzard, and Patrick Coluccio is not in the field. I got to think in that second heat, had Ashley Ellison not had the problems, I think he would have been up there contending for the lead. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do in the feature here tonight. But these guys up here in the front of heat number 3, Lindeau, Kenner, Mansfield, all used to racing with each other week in and week out. Christian new to the league, as is Greg Izzard. And don't forget, everybody you saw in the 305 race, everybody you see here, everybody in the lower class race tonight, they will all be out here in just a little bit for the Enduro with the SR8s and the Riley Daytona prototypes at the go-kart track at Sabuca. That one's going to be nuts, and we will be laughing a lot. Hopefully Tom the Missile Land will be there, but right now green flag is in the air and Michael Christian leads him down. Stephen Lindo up there on the high side. He sends it through 1 and 2. We've got one way up high. Greg Izzard manages to keep it off the wall. No surprise, DJ Kenner is in third, working his way back up to the leaders here. Oh, it looks like Brian Mansfield got turned in turn 3. Caution is out. Let's see if we can see what happened to Brian. I believe Greg just got into the back of him. Yeah, Greg sent it in there a little bit harder than Brian wanted, and Brian was a little bit slower than Greg through the turn there. Different lines, different amounts of speed, and they came together. No damage. It doesn't look like anybody is coming to pit road. Brian Mansfield now will be at the back of the pack, restarting in 5th. Nope. Outlaw does have a rule. If you cause the caution, you do get an EOL, and it looks like Greg did get the EOL on this one. It's only one position, so not a huge deal. And here's an interesting fact. Did you know that every time you share this broadcast, a buck gets 2 extra antlers? I just found that out today. So hit the share button. All right, lights are out on the pace car. They are stacked up side by side. They'll have 5 laps to go. Pace truck is in. Michael Christian, Stephen Lindo on the front row. Stephen Lindo has the outside line. Green flag in the air. Lindo trying to get a run, but the newcomer, Michael Christian, is right there with him. Lindo cannot get a run, and now they're going to have to contend with DJ Kenner because here he comes. DJ Kenner right there to the inside. Michael Christian has a bit of a run. DJ Kenner manages to get up underneath both of them. Can't make it stick. Michael Christian manages to hold on to the lead, at least for the moment. Stephen Lindo right there. DJ Kenner right there. Michael Christian starting to open up a bit of a lead on Stephen Lindo. Not something you see very often, but Brian Mansfield is trying to run down DJ Kenner here. Stephen Lindo managed to close the gap back up on that last lap. Very surprised to see the newcomer Michael Christian all out in front. Meanwhile, back behind him, Brian Mansfield with 3 to go is battling. He's been side by side with DJ a couple of times now, trying to get back on the outside of 3 and 4. Can't quite get there yet. These front 2, though, have managed to walk away. 2 laps to go. Stephen Lindo just has nothing for the rookie tonight. Oh, maybe he does. He drops way down, catches the tire on the inside. Final lap, and Michael Christian about to get his first heat win. Coming out of turn 4, Lindo has nothing for him. Michael Christian is going to get his first Outlaw heat win here tonight. Second place, Stephen Lindo. DJ Kenner comes home third. Brian Mansfield is fourth. Greg Izard is fifth. Heck of a run by the newcomer. As they hop out here for their warm-up. And Ryan Nesbitt's going to be one of the first ones out there. They do reset the track to a 0 state for each heat, each warm-up, practice, and feature. So these guys will restart the will start the feature with a fresh track. Now's a great time to run to the snack bar and hit the share button. All right, just over a minute left. Fastest on track right now is Michael Whiting. Ashley Ellison is second fastest. Butch Baker, one of the rookies, is third. Brian Lawson fourth. Jason Holder, another one of the rookies, coming home fifth. Or fifth fastest right now, I should say. Does not look like Michael Christian or DJ Kenner is going to put any warm-up laps on. And as the sun starts going down, a little bit of dust up in the air. If you have a favorite driver out there, drop their name in the chat. We'll give you and them a quick shout out. Warm-up is over. It is time for the feature from here at Williams Grove. All right, here is how they will line up for the feature. Jason Holder and Michael Christian on the front row. Jim Johnson, Michael Whiting on the second row. Ashley Ellison and Stephen Lindo on the third row. Brian Lawson, Ryan Nesbitt on the fourth row. And DJ Kenner, Kevin Martin rounding out the top 10. Then you have Butch Baker and Brian Mansfield 11th and 12th. 13th is going to be Jonathan Orapollo. 14th is Andrew Spears. Greg Izzard is 15th. Doug Norton, Skylar Massey, Patrick Coluccio, all not racing in this event. And Jacob cheering on his brother Ashley yet again. Ashley Ellison starting in 5th. As fast as he was in his feature, those 4 guys in front of him might want to be a little bit worried. But Michael Christian up there on the front row, he was so fast in his heat race. We'll see if he can hold everybody off. Out of the top 5, 3 of them are newer to the league. Ashley Ellison, Jason Holder, and Michael Christian, all new to the league for the next season. Butch Baker also new back in 12th, 13th. Andrew Spears is new as well. All right, pace truck about to drop in. Taylor cheering on Andrew Spears here tonight. Get ready, here we go. Green flag in the air for the feature. 30 laps to go. Jason Holder gets a really good jump on the start. Michael Christian right behind him. Jim Johnson and Michael Whiting right there, but Michael Whiting has Ashley Ellison to the inside. They are stacked up coming through 3 and 4. Trying to get 4 wide there. Everybody manages to keep them going straight. Whiting bounces off the wall. Michael Whiting bounces off the wall, slips back to 5th. Ashley Ellison took advantage. He is now up to 4th and running down Jim Johnson in the 39. Jason Holder, though, up front, we've got a big incident with Greg Izzard. Caution is out. Let's see what happened. Looks like the 68 gets down into the turn. Oh, it happened right in front of him. See if we can... Brian Mansfield manages to escape by. It looks like DJ Kenner is involved. Kevin Martin, Jonathan Orapollo also involved in that. Looks like Kevin Martin might have gotten just stalled down on the inside, and Kevin Martin looks to be the only, Jonathan Orapollo looks to be the only one that came to pit road. Looked like Kevin Martin just got stalled there on the inside and couldn't get going. The cars behind him stacked up right on him. Great job. Several drivers managed to get by that. Brian Mansfield had 3 cars sideways directly in front of him. Still managed to get through. Jason Holder, Michael Christian, Jim Johnson, Ashley Ellison, and Michael Whiting are your top 5. Stephen Lindo is 6th. DJ Kenner 7th. Brian Lawson 8th. Nesbitt is 9th. Brian Mansfield is 10th. Andrew Spears is 11th, Butch Baker 12th, Greg Izzard 13th, Jonathan Orapollo 14th, Kevin Martin still showing on pit road. Pace truck is in. The Michael Christian and Jason Holder will lead them down. Jason Holder got a really good start. We'll see if he can get a good restart here. Green flag in the air. The 17 gets a good launch that time. Michael Christian was caught napping. That's going to give the 17 the opportunity to get away as they come 3 and 4 wide through the corner. Everybody manages to keep it straight and off the wall, but it's getting a little bit sketchy up there. Ashley Ellison had to check up a little bit coming off turn 4 as the car slid up in front of him. Running that high line, you run that risk trying to get the nose to the outside of Jim Johnson. Meanwhile, up front, Michael Christian, Jason Holder, they are still battling, but starting to run away a little bit. Brian Mansfield is working his way up through the field. He is up to 8th after starting in 12th. Fully expect to see him come through the field even more before this thing is over. Stephen Lindau has dropped a couple of spots. Michael Whiting now starting to recover some spots after a rough restart. And here comes Michael Whiting to the inside of Ellison. Meanwhile, right in front of him, Jim Johnson has closed up to the back bumper of Michael Christian. Can't quite get the run off of the turn, but he is slowly but surely coming. And as this track slicks off, it definitely benefits a guy like Jim Johnson. Caution is out. Looks like Stephen Lindau and Brian Lawson just got together in the middle of 3 and 4. Andrew Spears, I know we have some Andrew Spears fan, now up to 10th. Butch Baker started in 11th. He is now up to 7th. Mansfield now up to 6th. Jason Holder continues to hold everybody off. Don't forget, after this race, stick around. You do not want to miss the Outlaw Enduro. I promise you, if you haven't seen one of these, you have you don't know what you're missing. And hopefully Tom the Missile Land will be joining us as well tonight, and see if he can take a few people out. The lights are off on the pace car. Michael Christian, Jason Holder, Ashley Ellison, Jim Johnson, and Brian Mansfield are your top 5. Michael Whiting, Ryan Nesbitt, Butch Baker, Andrew Spears, and DJ Kenner round out the top 10. Pace truck is on pit road. Green flag is in the air. Jason Holder gets a good jump again. Not as good because Michael Christian's already looking back to the inside. Caution is out. Wreck in turn 1. Ryan Nesbitt. That is an unusual situation to see Nesbitt. Looks like he got stuck there in the middle. Had to check up a little bit and just got tapped. Jason Holder continues to lead. Kevin Martin looks to be out of the race. He is still on pit road. And now you've got Jason Holder, Michael Christian, and Ashley Ellison, three of the newer members of the Outlaws, up there together. And they've got the veteran Jim Johnson and Brian Mansfield right there with them. Brian started in 12th place. He is now up to 5th, working his way slowly through the field. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace truck is in as they come through 3 and 4. Green flag is in the air one more time, and Michael Christian, Jason Holder lead them down. And it looks like Michael Christian got the advantage this time on the restart. He manages to get into the lead for the first time tonight. Ashley Ellison, though, right there with him. And Butch Baker has now made his way up to 5th. Caution is out. Brian Mansfield involved. Looks like Brian was just, there was a little beating and banging there on the back straightaway. Take another look at that. Oh, looks like the 97 of Butch Baker didn't know the 11 was there, just came down on him. Bit of a rough race for these guys here tonight. Not usually get a lot more green flag laps in. This is the final practice race, so next week the new season does begin. And that will be something to watch as these guys battle all season long, trying to get the points, trying to get the championship. All right, lights are out on the pace truck once again. Michael Christian finally got some laps led in. He'll be starting on the inside this time. We'll see if Jason Holder learned anything from that restart, if he can get back to the lead. But Ashley Ellison Jr., Jim Johnson right there, as is Andrew Spears, has snuck his way up into 5th place. Pace truck is on pit road. Butch Baker, Andrew Spears, two of the newer members of the league, charging their way forward as well. Green flag in the air. Michael Christian gets another good restart. Ashley Ellison's already looking for 2nd place, though. As they come off turn 2, he's got the run down the inside on the back straightaway, gets down into turns 3 and 4. 17 car has a better run up off the hill, and here comes Jim Johnson. Andrew Spears back there in the 68, now up into 5th, trying to run these two cars down. Butch Baker back in 6th, trying to chase everybody down as well. And here comes, to nobody's surprise, DJ Kenner in the 32 car. Stephen Lindau is currently running in 8th, right behind this mess of cars. Let's take a ride along with him. You can see him coming up off turn 4. He gets past the start-finish line, sends it off down into turn 1. He has to get way out of the throttle to make sure he does not hit the car in front of him. Almost gets into the 68 there as he drifts up off the corner, trying to carry some momentum. Jumps to the high line in 3 and 4. And back to the start-finish line. And looked like Lindau picked up a position there. Back up front, Michael Christian still in the lead. Jason Holder in 2nd. Jim Johnson in 3rd. Ashley Ellison in 4th. Butch Baker is in 5th. Lindau is 6th. DJ Kenner is in 7th. Nesbitt is 8th. 9th place is Brian Lawson. And 10th place is Andrew Spears. He's gone backwards quite a bit since last time we looked at him. He was up to 5th. As the track slicks off, we'll see if he can get anything back here. Michael Christian continues to lead. They have a car coming that they are going to be lapping if it stays green, Jonathan or Apollo. Greg Izard had an incident a moment ago. He is now on pit road. Let's see if we can see what happened to Greg. Looks like he got too low into the slick stuff and just kind of stalled and was right there at the entrance to pit road. Meanwhile, the 17 of Michael Christian continues to lead and starting to open up a bit of a lead, or the 22 of Michael Christian, excuse me, is opening up a lead, but now we got a caution. Oh, I see what happened here. Greg Izard was coming off pit road. He saw the leaders coming and wisely stopped, but when he stopped, it caused the sim to throw the caution. Michael Christian, Jason Holder, Jim Johnson, and Ashley Ellison and Butch Baker now are the top 5. 4 of the top 5 right now are newer drivers to the league. Jim Johnson in 3rd is one of the veterans, as is Stephen Lindau in 6th, DJ Kenner in 7th, Ryan Nesbitt back in 10th. The rookies are definitely putting on a show here tonight. Do believe the lights just went out on the pace car. Yes, indeed. We will go back green now. Will Michael Christian be able to get another good jump here? Looks like Greg Izard went back to pit road. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. 12 laps to go. Now 11. Everybody gets through turns 1 and 2 very close to a few incidents there, but the top three, Michael Christian, Jason Holder, Ashley Ellison, all break away. Brian Mansfield involved in an incident, no caution yet. Greg Hazard involved in an incident, no caution yet. 10 to go. And we've got some bumping and banging mid-pack. Stephen Lindo got pushed out of the groove. Managed to keep it straight, and everybody stays green. Alright, we'll ride with Ashley Ellison here for a moment. Up on the high side, trying to take second place away up on the high side right now. Can't quite get to the 17, gets a good run up off and manages to get the slide on him. Now he looks to the inside coming off of turn 4. This battle is getting a little crazy, and Michael Christian right up there in the lead is loving seeing this in his mirror. And Jim Johnson has loved seeing this in front of him. He is starting to look to the inside, can't quite get there yet. And another newcomer, Butch Baker, is right there in 5th. Seven laps to go. These guys are really pushing it hard as Butch Baker now looking to the inside. Trying to get a run down on the bottom. Can't quite find the grip. Ashley Ellison Jr. now looking for second place. He's got a run down the front straightaway up to the high side. Looks like he is going to take second. 6 laps to go now. Will he have enough time to run down Michael Christian? Meanwhile, right behind him, these 4 cars are just... Oh! Jim Johnson, little bit of a bump there, and Butch Baker goes to the inside, manages to save it, but loses a couple positions. Now Jim Johnson is looking to try and get around Ashley Ellison here. We'll see if he can get it done. James Holder in 3rd, Ashley Ellison in 2nd. Jim Johnson starting to lose a little bit of ground. Brian Lawson has picked up a couple of spots. He is now up to 5th. DJ Kenner now up to 6th. Butch Baker back to 7th. Michael Whiting is 8th. Stephen Lindo is 9th. Andrew Spears is currently running 10th. 3 laps to go. Michael Christian has the lead, but don't look now. Here comes Ashley Ellison to the outside, coming through 3 and 4. He is right to the back bumper of the leader with 2 laps to go. Will he have enough time to get around him, though? With the track slicked off down on that low line, he's going to have to use that high line to carry the momentum around, and if the leader moves up at all, he'll lose all momentum, so we'll see if he can find a way. Oh, he does a crossover coming out of turn 4. Gets the run down to the inside. Can he make it stick? Not yet. Final lap. White flag. Battle for the lead. Coming down the back straightaway. The car ahead will not come into play as they are practically connected. Coming through 3 and 4. Ashley Ellison down to the inside. Michael Christian has the momentum. It'll be Michael Christian at the line. Ashley Ellison comes home in 2nd. Jason Holder comes home 3rd. They started wrecking a little early here. Jim Johnson comes home 4th. Brian Lawson is 5th. DJ Kenner is 6th. Butch Baker 7th. Michael Whiting 8th. Stephen Lindo is 9th. Ryan Nesbitt comes home 10th. Andrew Spears comes home 11th. Jonathan Oropalo is 12th. Brian Mansfield 13th. Greg Hazard 14th. Kevin Martin finished 15th off track. And they got Michael Christian good enough that they sent him out of the track. We'll wait just a moment here, see if we can talk. There's Michael Christian. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey, Mike, this is Doug in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Got you, buddy.
Hey, man, congratulations. Your first win in the league, and pretty exciting race there at the end.
I was honestly just trying to save the tires, trying not to overdrive it, and just trying to hold on to it.
Well, you had Ashley Ellison all over the back bumper. It looked like you two were connected that last lap, but you managed to hold him off there through 3 and 4.
Like he said, just a little bit of grip left in the tires. I'm not a big fan of the track. This is a great group of guys to race with. I can definitely say that.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Great first win, and hope to be talking to you more in the future.
And thanks you guys for broadcasting, and thanks again. What a race!
Yes, it was. Great show, bud.
Good night.
All right, let's see if Ashley Ellison is in here. If we can talk to him. I did not see. Oh, yeah, I did. There he bees. Hey, Ashley, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Heck of a finish there, man.
Yeah, man, that last lap was nerve wracking for sure. I figured I'd give him a shot going into three, just to not wreck him, but loosen him up a little bit, and got me a little closer. But man, that was a great finish, a great group of guys to race with. Once we got going green there, that was awesome.
I got to tell you, coming through 3 and 4, it looked like your bumpers were connected. That's how close you guys were on that last lap.
Well, I seen the lap car there, and I thought about going low, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just give him a bump, and our bumpers did get connected. I tried to turn down behind him, and it's just we were locked up all the way to the finish line. Made it for a good finish.
It definitely did. It was a very close one. I'm sure you're going to be in victory lane in the league before very long.
Yeah, finally got some luck on our side, that's for sure.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Great second place finish.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right. Let me see if our third place finisher is available. I did not see him. He is not. So, all right. So stick around. We are going to. You're about to see something you've probably never seen before, and it is going to be exciting. We're going to have the Enduro series now, and yeah, I chaos is the only word that best describes that. So stick around for just a few moments, and we'll be right back with you.